we're on a bus in Jerusalem, let's say, and what happens? You're riding there, and the bus stops, and some old woman is getting off the bus or getting on the bus, and she has her granny cart. She's coming from the shuk. It's loaded with tomatoes, and the bus driver closes the door on her. The bus door opens, quickly closes on the woman. And everybody screams "Nahag!" There's two times they say "Nahag" when he needs to be reminded to stop, and when he's closing the door on someone. Okay, so I always ask the guy next to me, "Do you know why the bus driver closes the door so fast? Like he always closes it on that poor woman. Do you know why he does it? Because he gets 50 bonus points for doing so. Exactly, he gets 50 bonus points for doing so. Now, so people get the joke, but I say that this point system that must be true. You know why it must be true? Because if not for this point system that they must have, there's no incentive to do such a thing. There's no rational reason. So it must be they get points for doing it somehow. The same could be for the Israeli military establishment. For all its bad ideas, their pronouncements day and night leading up to this war and before this war, everything they've said has emboldened the enemy and has given them much more confidence. They realize how foolish we are, how vulnerable we are, how crazy we are, and everything they say they're going to do is also crazy. They supply the enemy with supplies. They supply with supplies, or they incentivize with incentives. They supply the enemy while they're trying to destroy the enemy. And they even explain how they have no intention to win. And they also explain how whatever territory they will conquer, whatever territory they will win from the enemy, they intend to relinquish. So everything they say is wrong. And they also seem to be one up each other with their frumkeit, how moral and ethical they could be, how pure their arms can be. So it must be that there's some sort of point system going on there, because I can't think of any other rational reason why they're trying to do this with each other. Okay, and of course the ones at the top, Gantz is famous for talking about how risk the soldiers in order to save the civilians. At least Zap Brannigan, I remember from way back in the late '90s. As Hayom, thank God it was TV free for a few decades now. But the cartoonishly foolish Zap Brannigan, the military commander from the cartoons, at least he sent wave after wave of men at the killbots or whatever it was. At least his goal was victory. Risk all his men just for a little bit of territorial gain. But Gantz is worse than Zap Brannigan, because his is risk men in order to get nothing. Really ridiculous. It's cartoonishly stupid. So it must be there's a point system going on here. I could say so.